two can walk that side, I'll walk this side.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Subscriber Q&A video.
We're sorry that it took so long to get here, but it's going to be all worth it, so let's get into it.
Q&A video. I Film You Skills asks, have you ever come across a FAGBEXER? Yes, we have. We're always coming across FAGBEXERs. We'll slot in some footage now. Stop! Literally stop! Yeah, they're a lot more common than you think. And I think it's just because of our age. Like, you know, they're normally like esche lad teenage boys. So they're like comfortable to like vandalize and trash stuff in front of us, which, I mean, I guess it's not a good thing for them to be doing, but it's good that we at least get to get footage of the chaos. Madgens!
Oh, you guys just in the banner doing some Madgens?
Yeah, chuck it up some Madgens! Before you get mad, this is just a rebadged air duster. So what we're spraying on the wall is just alcohol, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the boys! Sam Kirby asks, take me on an explore sometime? Sorry, Sam, but we don't do meetups on a personal basis. But we are planning on doing a meetup at 5,000 subscribers.
Staffy Spellman asks, what is in your Urbex bag? I actually have a list on my cupboard of what I need to bring on an explore, and that's pretty much it. Additionally, maybe some snacks if I know it's going to be a long day, but that's pretty much it, like gear-wise. So I hope you enjoyed that answer.
Pendy asks, what is the best abandoned place you guys have been to? One of the best, in my opinion, was a freight shed. No, it is not the Carisbrook one which we've posted. We will not post about this freight shed until it is redeveloped or whatever they're going to do with it, and it should be soon. We filmed it in 2015 and we want to protect the location because it is so cool and it has sat for so long untouched. So if the word gets out, boys will just rock up in big ways. So we've just got to keep it on the DL. My favourite place is a little primary school, not going to tell you where, but it was absolutely sick. It had like a moat around it, completely untouched. It's been abandoned for over 10 years. It had an LTC section and like an original 1900 section. It was just sick. There was heaps of trees. It was like a horse just roaming around. The video isn't put out yet. It will soon, but our video is just, yeah, we just got a huge backlog. So it's just joined the queue. Next question. Aiden from Oz asks, Floyd, do you like X classes in Freight Australia Library? Yes, I do, actually. A lot of people bag the Freight Australia Library. They call it the trash can green, and you know, it is the trash can color of green, and I did think it was ugly for a while, but looking at it now, I actually like it. I think it looks cool. Spiro Madero asks, question, have you guys ever walked into an abando and found people actually living there, like asleep or whatever? Well, you tell me. Yes, we have walked into some homeless people before, but it doesn't happen all that often. Less often than the public thinks. Not every abandoned place has a homeless person, but the more inner city locations do have lots of homeless people in them.
Yeah. We bumped into one homeless person sleeping in a room in 3AW. This door's been barricaded. Hello. Okay, we'll go. Sorry. They banged on their door and scared us off. Then we also bumped into, oh god, someone in an old banking building in the city. We didn't see them, but we saw their bed and stuff. They heard us and they ran away.
We could hear the door slamming.
Yeah, so then we just like left that floor.
Toady78 asks, you guys are bloody funny. More country / out of town / rail explores would be awesome. Well, you're in luck because we are in the country now, obviously, and we will be doing many rail related and country explores as we progress in time.
We've filmed heaps of country and rail explores, they're just not uploaded yet.
Yeah, we've got a huge backlog. I'm sorry, we discover and we film more places than we're able to edit and get out there.
For example, me and Bab, my dad, we did a whole road trip across Victoria documenting tiny abandoned country primary schools. None of them are uploaded yet. So yeah, get pumped, get ready for it. Funky undereave globular thingies.
Reese Lewis asks, will you have a 2K meetup? No, sorry, we had a meetup at 1,000 subscribers and there was lots of interest, but no one came in the end except for like
two FAGBEXERs.
And it was pretty funny to have them along, and we hope that they come to the next meetup.
They were great people, but they were FAGBEXing.
Yeah.
So, and we said no FAGBEXing in the video.
Yeah. Anyway, we chose to not have a subscriber meetup for 2,000 subscribers, but we are planning to have a meetup at 5,000 subscribers. So stick around till then, and you'll be able to join in.
Be quiet, noisy blinds and wind.
Comment PTV Interior. Floyd Bromley asks, question, if I contact Fogarty Avenue, who will I be speaking to, Floyd or Les? Very good question, Floyd. Depends where you contact us on. If you contact us on YouTube, Fogarty Avenue replying is almost always Les. Occasionally it's me, but it's pretty much always Les. And if you send us a private message, it's practically guaranteed to be Les. But if you contact us on Facebook or Instagram, that's my department, and so you'll be hearing an answer from me. And Flickr, well, it's kind of a bit amen at the moment. We do try to upload every now and then, but you will also be receiving a response from me, most likely. Twitter we have, but we just don't use it. I don't think either of us are logged into Twitter, so don't even bother. Well, 2 months ago, Floyd Bromley asked, question, hey, can you give me a heads up on some locations? Well, this is a question we receive reasonably often, and the answer is no, we don't share locations. You know, we get messages saying, hey, I'm not a FAGBEXER, I'm just starting out. That's cool that you're not a FAGBEXER, thank you for letting us know, but we still won't give you locations because, you know, there's some good beginner locations out there that are easy to find, and if we just give you locations, then you won't be building up your skills that is useful to find new places in the FAGBEXER community. We find most of our places on our own. Part of the reason we don't give out locations is because we just don't know you, and, you know, you might be saying you're not a FAGBEXER and you're not, and you actually are. Or you might accidentally hand off that location to an actual FAGBEXER. In a lot of our videos, if the place is already pretty FAGBEXed, we won't try very hard to hide the location. Often people comment saying, you know, I found this place so easy, you didn't hide it. Yes, that's deliberate. We know how easy it is to find because, I mean, it's trashed. Look at some of the videos of trashed places and you might be able to figure out where those places are. We put no effort into hiding those locations because they're already trashed, and the whole point of hiding locations in our minds is to protect them against FAGBEXER. We won't make it extremely obvious, but if they're already FAGBEXed, then there's not much we can do. Ignoring the giant pile of poo behind us, what's the next question? Reed Doherty asks, I've been through the Dev Hospital, that's Devonport by the way. It's getting demolished soon, so you should make an updated video on it.
Question mark.
Question mark. Well, we don't live in Tasmania, so
we are Melbourne based.
That's right. So we can't really just take a trip to Tasmania just to film the Devonport Hospital. We're not that rich, soz.
The person who filmed that video was Steph when she was in a holiday in Tasmania, and I don't know when she's going to go back to Tasmania. Probably not in time to film that. And plus she's not really involved in the channel anymore, so I don't know if she would want to film a video.
Jay from Boston Vlogs, always just Jay Boston now. He went on a holiday to Tasmania recently, and we suggested that he go to the Devonport Hospital, but it was a fair way away from where he was staying, so I don't think he actually got to it in the end. Floyd Bromley asks, question, why are all the comments now given a love heart from you guys? Didn't you used to just like them? Well, Les, how about you explain?
When you commented on someone's video and someone liked it, YouTube used to give you a notification saying so-and-so liked your comment, like a one-up. Now YouTube doesn't do that. So that's what I used to do, just like people's comments to say, hey, I read your comment, cool, thanks for the comment. But I couldn't really be stuff replying, but just like, yeah, you're known. But then I discovered it's not actually notifying people, so no one's knowing that I've read their comments. But if I click the love heart, people will definitely know that I've read your comment. So if you see a love heart from me on your comment, I've read your comment, and yeah, that's it. So that's why I'm doing it. The feel that you want it. I want to feel the way I do. I want to feel the way I do. Pass it up another shot and look, we just found a bag of illicit substances. DIY diaries.
Floyd Bromley asks, hey, I'm a huge fan of your channel and I'm not a FAGBEXER. Can I join you on your adventures? Well, we sort of already answered this, but no, sorry, we don't do any personal meetups and we're not inviting any new members as official part of the channel. So soz. It's cool that you're not a FAGBEXER, stay that way, but sorry, no, you cannot join us in our adventures. But if you stick around to 5,000 subscribers, you can come on our meetup.
The reason why we don't want to meet up with like just you random fans is just because we don't know you. Like you might say, oh, let's go on and explore, but it could be an ambush. We could get there, we could have boys with butter knives coming to staunch us, you know? Because we've got a few haters, so we just got to play it on the safe side, so we can't go with you, unfortunately. But thank you for the offer.
Cameron Kohlberg asks, when you hit 7 million subs, will you collaborate with iDubbbz TV? Love your channel though, keep doing stupid shit.
It would be cool to collaborate with him. I don't actually personally watch him. Do you watch him?
No.
No, but like, I mean, it's a humongous YouTuber. I'm sure it'd be good to collab. But I'm more of a H3 fan. I'd rather collab with him and Ela if I got to collaborate with anyone of that size. And Cameron, we will keep doing stupid shit. Scram Fox asks, if I see him in the wild, is it acceptable to say hello? Yes, it is acceptable to say hello. We have been recognised a few times in public, which is cool. Haven't we, Floyd?
Yep.
Me and Explorer 1 actually got recognised in public when we were still at like 100 subscribers, which I thought was really weird because we were still like fatally small, and we are still fatally small. And it was funny because we bumped into one of our biggest haters. Like, we love when people say hi to us. Just don't follow us to our house and like eat our firstborn child, please. Just leave it for the street.
One time where I bumped into fans, I think I was going to uni, yeah. And I was coming out of the train station and then I just got ambushed by a whole group of 12-year kids who were just like, Floyd Bromley! Floyd Bromley! And I was just like, hi, you know, what do you want? And they were just like, yeah, we FAGBEXER, we do mad guns and bandos, but we love your channel. So I was like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. And yeah, they didn't have much else to say apart from that they were FAGBEXERs and they were proud of it. So I was like, alright, cool. And I continued on my way. And speaking of uni, on another occasion, I've been just in a room doing work on 2 different occasions, 2 different people, just across the table, happened to be sitting with somebody, And they recognise me and they say, oh, you're Floyd, aren't you? Oh, I recognise you from YouTube.
I bumped into a fan at Lifestyle Gym and they knew who we were. It was really cool. I'll pop in the clip right now. Ooh. Hello.
Fogarty Avenue?
What? Yes? Oh my gosh, who are you? Who are you?
Just a store. I don't really have much of an espresso.
Oh good, hello. Hello. Yeah, you feel me.
Say hi to us, we do appreciate it.
My ego appreciates it. My ego appreciates it. That's it.
Okay. Your boy TJ Sit, now known as Jamofro, asks, what is your favourite Subway sub? Pulled pork or meatballs? Well, my personal one is pulled pork. What about yours, Les?
I don't know, I never had the pulled pork, so I mean it's probably really good, but so I'm just gonna have to go with meatballs because I had it and it was good.
Dan the Pro DTP asks, you guys are so awesome. Are you planning on making a fan exploration video? Well, they can be interpreted in one of two ways. Firstly, if we are planning on making a video of exploring with fans, well, that's sort of related to the meetup, 5K meetup, which we've answered a bunch of times already. But the other way it can be interpreted is if you, as a fan, submit a video, will we put it on our channel?
Yes, that's right!
If you would like to make an exploration video for us that you have made, definitely we will consider releasing it, but be prepared to take constructive criticism from us, and no, we are not going to edit for you because we're already so busy with the videos of our own that we have to edit.
Extrapolis fan 001 asks, what are your opinions on urbexers going into the city loop to do stuff? As a metro worker, what do you think?
Well, it is pretty dangerous, and if you do it, obviously know what you're getting into. If you get seen, the whole of the city loop gets shut down. All 4 tunnels, and you're going to cause chaos on the network. So I would rather you not do it. I wouldn't personally do it. You get some cool photos of it, sure, but it's very dangerous.
My opinion is, I don't really care, but like as Flo said, it's pretty dangerous, so you got to know what you're in for.
Would you personally do it?
I don't know, I would consider it, but I probably wouldn't do it. My opinion on urbexers going in there is you can do it. I like your photos. Just probably wouldn't do it myself just due to how horribly illegal it is, but it is tempting. Nice little throw up there. Darren78 asks, have you guys ever done an explore where there's no dicks or tits on the walls and also no bongs around? Yes, we have. Anywhere that's really untouched and like Eshe lads don't go there and just toys and like 12s, you're not gonna find doors trolleys on the wall. The Brick Workshop had no penises. There's your answer. Quick Cut Reviews asks, by the way, check out his channel, link in the description. He makes grouse videos. Will you be uploading any more short films to your channel? Maybe containing my man, Brandon Spiros. Hashtag 2K Q&A. He's referring to my What's in My Bag FAGBEXER edition video, which I made for school. So I guess you could call that a short film, but I just call it a video. The next one, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's a documentary about something you didn't know that you knew. So get excited. This is a very personal question. Ride 101 Damo, by the way, check out his channel. It's Grouse. He does FAGBEX videos as well as scooter videos. He's such a classic. Fogarty Avenue. Yeah, I have a few questions. 1, are you planning on coming down to the town I'm in to explore the abandoned school and hotel? The answer is yes.
We don't know exactly when we're going to be coming down, but we will definitely come down at some point.
And you're invited.
Part 2. What's the most dangerous abandoned building you've been to? We haven't really been to too many really dangerous places. They're all relatively safe. I mean, you've got broken glass and everything. Most dangerous is probably Hard Yakka because like there was broken pieces of asbestos there and we had not bought any respirators, so it was a bit fatal.
Amcor was pretty dodgy because a lot of the sections had been abandoned for a long time, were super rusty, and we're walking on like these catwalk things across these massive coal vats, and the things were really rickety and they were super rusty and you could have just fallen through and died. So I guess that's the most dangerous. I'm sure there's somewhere else, but I just can't think of it.
Now that I'm editing the video, I came up with an even better response. Nilex is extremely dangerous, especially the top of the Victorian bitter silos. I was walking around there in the dark thinking I didn't really need a torch because I'll be fine, and then I realized there was huge holes that you could fall down like 20 stories into a silo and just die, and they're everywhere. It is so dangerous in there. Someone will die at Nilex one day. There is a reason we put a disclaimer at the start of every one of our videos. Exploring abandoned buildings is extremely dangerous, and just because you see people like us exploring them on the internet doesn't mean you should do it as well, and that's exactly why we have the disclaimer. So if you haven't gone into Urbex and you're watching our video saying, "Ooh, that looks really cool, that looks fun, I should do that," well, I would strongly advise you not to, because you might die from doing it.
3, if you do end up coming down to the town I'm in, do ya wanna explore the abandoned spinning mill there? Yes, we would love to explore that with you. That looks like a hoot. And one more thing, are those FAGBEX tubes full?
Which FAGBEX tubes? I think Ryder's talking about the FAGBEX tubes seen in the 2K subs announcement video in this machine type thing. I didn't touch them, so I have no clue if they're full.
The rest of your questions aren't really relevant in the context of this video, but thank you for them anyway. BurnX asks, but you're not at 2K yet. So this was when we made the announcement video, and yes, that's correct, we were not at 2,000 subscribers yet. We've since surpassed 2,000, but the reason was so that we could announce it and then hopefully have all the questions in and then filmed and release this video as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers. But that plan went pear-shaped, and so now we're releasing it now.
Comeg, extrapolis, rail motor, tractor, some type of rail track. I'm sorry, rail track. We like trains.
Jack Fraser asks, hashtag Q&A. Will you do more videos on the Subaru? Yes, we will. When is the next meetup? At 5K, we've said that already.
Will you do more collab videos with different people? Yes, we will. I mean, of course, we're always just going to meet up with Jay from Jay Boston, aka Boston Vlogs. We're pretty much friends now. And he features in my upcoming film, which I was talking about before on the wheelbarrow. We're going to be meeting up with Scotty from YouTube and Panda Explorers, which I actually made a video of this place. Check that out on their channel. We're going to definitely meet up with Ash Weaving and Society of Many again. Tomorrow, as I'm filming this video, we're meeting up with Abandoned Melbourne and some other Instagrammers we're friends with too. So yes, lots of collabs coming your way. I'm still trying to do a collab with YOLO Ammo, so yeah. TJ Sid, we're still waiting for the invite to do your 200 subs video.
Exactly.
Waiting.
And will FAGBEXER tubes be featured in your next video? Well, you'll have to just wait and see.
Look at the sprouter. It's so big outside, and it's come through the window. Extreme sprouters.
Those sprouters over there are so awesome. People are just dying to see them. Sprouters. Our biggest fan, who has been here literally from the start, our first really crappy unedited video, Rolfus Graven. He asks, is there a little chance of you leaving FAGBEXER City to go into the beautiful countryside for some exploring? Yes, we're planning an epic Victorian road trip. We're going to go all around in the Christmas holidays. We're going to film like 30 plus videos of abandoned places in the country. As we said earlier, we've got heaps of videos filmed in the country, but they're not out yet. And he says, sorry for stealing the word exploring again. Could not help it. That's great. I love people using our word. The fact that you use the word exploring is great. I don't know, it's just cool, like our lingo catching on, and also when people use the word FAGBEXER, that just makes me so happy. Like when Abandoned Melbourne said in his post about Lifestyle Gym that it's been FAGBEXER, I just freaked out. Like in Panda Explorers' videos when they say like FAGBEXER have been here and stuff, I just die.
Yeah, Les, you'd really like this, mate. FAGBEXER's everywhere, mate.
I didn't FAGBEX that.
But yes, thank you all for the question and your everlasting support. Thank you. And next question. Jalen Radina Films asks, Do a video on one of the best pieces you've done on a wall. Okay. Unfortunately, we are an urban exploration channel, meaning that we can't vandalize any of the places we visit. So I've never done a piece.
But I can vandalize and do pieces on things that I create. Ooh. Okay, so in Year 12 art, here are the pens that I used to make the pieces. In Year 12 art, studio arts, I made models of abandoned buildings. My first model I made was a model of a light timber construction portable classroom. Now this one isn't actually abandoned. I'm not trying to make this one look abandoned. This is just like an accurate model. I actually went to the LTC you saw before this clips and measured it. That's why it looks so good. Anyway, so it's kind of falling apart, it's kind of damaged, but I think it looks pretty good. I will fix it up one day and continue painting it. But yeah, anyway, so second model I made for Studio Arts was this model of an abandoned house. It's based off this one, which you can find the video of on our channel. Obviously the graffiti is different, there's a lot more on this model. Use textures and the Posca pens to make the graffiti. I use like, what's it called, like black spray paint, white spray paint to sort of like weather the building. You can see I kind of went a bit overboard. This is my first attempt. The roof I just dry brushed on paint. I did a piece on my computer, I got so excited. Anyway, oh god, we're running out of time. Nissan Hut. This is a model of a Nissan Hut. There it is in real life. As you can see, it's boarded in real life. With my model, I just sort of wanted to make it look naturally decayed and weathered, and I kind of went a little bit overboard with airbrush because it was the first time I've ever used one. This is also for school, by the way. Another school project of a school. Now this school building is from Clayton Primary School. That's what the model is based off. I made sort of a pre-renovation version of it and my kind of own version, but as you can see, it's sort of unfinished because I had to rush this out just to get this in time finished so I could actually not completely fail Studio Arts, so I just had to get it to an accessible standard. Anyway, it's pretty cool, I reckon. I'll finish it off properly one day. The roof can detach and there's rooms inside with details, but I had to glue it shut so to get lost. Anyway, you can see I even did the bag hooks, and in the actual Clayton Primary School they've got the same bag hooks, which is cool. Yeah, it's like I made it HO scale. Next building is a service station. There it is in Reservoir. It's an actual building, it's not abandoned, and I was going to make this version abandoned, and once again this model is not finished. I plan on just boarding up the windows because I discovered that's an easy way of sort of cheating and making the building look abandoned but not having to worry about the inside, which is kind of a shame because I did do interiors for this building. I think there's a shot coming up. There it is, so I did rooms and stuff. Also, made a little abandoned car, destroyed, dumped car. Someone's come and taken the wheel, someone's shot at it. Someone smashed all the windows, there's graffiti everywhere. I think this is really cool. It's just a normal Matchbox car that I took and sort of deassembled, painted correctly. Kind of felt bad about cannibalizing a Matchbox car, but I think it looked really cool in the end. Little Shunter shed. It's inspired by this one that I found in country Victoria. I'm not telling you where it is, but it's not exactly the same. It's sort of a fantasy version with like a little chimney. This is also meant to be abandoned. On this one I was trying to make it look as decayed and decrepit as possible, with a little bit of vandalism but not sort of overboard as I went on some of the other models. The roof's decaying. They took the water tank away, so the wall is rotting away. Just little potbelly stove in there, not too much inside. Little sprouts there. Now this one was just a model railway building I've had for many years because I used to be a model railway enthusiast. Still got all the buildings. So yeah, I made this one a boarded one. This is my first ever one I made with boarded up windows, and you can see the wall is sort of melted there. It's because I used a lamp with a incandescent bulb, I think that's the right word, and it sort of melted. I used the lamp to dry the graffiti, but it sort of melted the roof as well as the wall, but I think it looked fine because it's an abandoned building. Anyway, those are all the buildings, but I do pieces on other things. I get photo frames from the reject shop and I do graffiti all over them and, you know, put a picture in them and I give them as gifts to my friends. So I think they appreciate it. So yeah, here's one I gave to my friend Josie. She loved it. And here's another one that I gave to my other friend Alana, and she absolutely enjoyed it. On the topic of frames, also for Year 12 Studio Arts, I made these wonderful photo frames out of picture storybooks, and did graffiti all over them, which sort of inspired me to make the photo frames you saw before. The pictures inside are dear photographs of Balmoral Primary School. I got in contact with the office and said, give me some old pictures, and yeah, they let me. So then I just sort of matched up where they happened back in the day and what it looks like now. Anyway, I think that's pretty much the end of this art spiel. Hope you enjoyed.
Question for you, Floyd, from Cameron Butcher. Are you interested in assisting with heritage/historical research?
Yeah, I am interested in assisting with historical research. I think it would be a cool thing to do. I guess I just don't really have the time to commit to it. I would love to get access to some more places legally, but I don't have the time, basically. And there aren't too many places that are historical that I really want to get access to.
That you already cover.
Yes.
Are you a part of any historical groups?
In terms of, am I part of any historical groups? Yes, I am a volunteer.
It's a great way to access places legally. That is correct, but we have a lot of places we can access illegally. So, yeah, thank you, Cameron Butcher. Thank you for the question. Cameron Butcher also asks, might we be able to help you out if you're looking for some locations? Yes, if you would like to do a fan lab, as we call it, because essentially I'm location labbing, but we're not going to tell anyone. You can send us a private message here on YouTube.
Or you can send us a private message on Instagram or Facebook, which I will get. But please don't comment on any of our stuff with locations because your comment will just get deleted. Cameron Butcher also asks, looking for anyone to join you on any Urbex or Rubrics explores? Sorry, we don't do any personal meetups, as we've explained.
Yeah, we only really collab with people if they're like other creators.
Max Trains asks, Floyd, what is your favourite locomotive? Hashtag 2K Q&A. Well, it's hard to choose, but if I had to pick one, I would pick T413. I think it's very classic, it's a flat top T, I think they're the best style of Ts visually, and yeah, it's just got a lot of interesting history behind it as a rail fan. Nick Simmering asks, question, why can't I take you guys seriously when you're wearing hats/wigs?
I think it's because you're not mature enough. We're being very serious on this channel.
G'day everyone, Matt from Panda Explorers here.
Braino23892389 asks, cool haircut, lol. When will Panda Explorers be moving to your channel? There are no current plans for Panda Explorers to be moving to our channel.
Panda Explorers will always have his own channel, but we will be collaborating with him in future.
James Penny asks, do a walkthrough of how to get into Nilex.
Pro security. Pro security. Pro security. Jack Fraser asks, will the Q&A be in Balmoras? No, the Q&A will not be in Balmoras. Thanks for the question though.
That Guy Productions asks, at 2K Q&A, will Floyd's FAGBEXER character be revealed? Not today, it won't. And will there be some sick scooter action, like in the previous video with the FAGBEXERs? Well, that'd be cool, but unfortunately, no, not today.
There won't be any scooterers in this video, but there is a scooter on the roof of that shed.
And when is the next meetup? At 5,000 subscribers. I have some sick FAGBEXER apparel, lol, and about 10 cans of Gen 20 that need to be used for pieces, question mark. Lol, our message is please don't FAGBEX, but okay.
This pipe here says 17. I don't know if that means this pipe was made in 2017.
Or whether it's the 17th of January.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. Because I thought construction was halted in this place a long time ago.
Floyd Bromley asks, question, are tin snips / wire cutters FAGBEX? The existence of tin snips and wire cutters are not FAGBEX in themselves, but using them to gain entry into an abandoned building is FAGBEX.
If you can't find a way in and you break in, you're a FAGBEXer, not an urbexer.
Floyd Bromley asks, how do you pronounce your channel name? Is it Fogarty Avenue? Is it Fogarty Avenue? Faggoty Ave? Fogarty Avenue? Faggoty Avenue? Faggoty Avenue? Faggoty Ave? I don't know. Let's find out. The way to pronounce it is Fogarty Avenue.
Okay, that's the end of the Q&A video. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you all for the many questions that we answered. We appreciate all the support.
And yeah, thanks for watching our videos, getting involved in the channel.
See you all at the 5,000 subscriber meetup.
All right, it's the end of the video. Let's go mental! Woo! Never seen this in anyone else's video of the place, but there's like a little incinerator thing here, or maybe a pizza oven. Pretty cool. Little opening thing, little ash door thing down there. Yeah, pretty cool. Random brick remnant over there. They've been doing some type of earthworks here. I don't know what for though. Letterbox.
What the f***? What the f***? You thought you were gonna end the video without me answering my questions? What a f***ing toy.
So you FAGBEXER Toys asked me some questions. Let's answer them. Sweet hand style. Oh, the boys have definitely been here. Oh, look, there's Sauce's hand style. Oh, Repo. Or ACN. Really respected riders been here. Or Mo's been here. Jessica's been here. That's cool. That's so great. Oh, sweet up, man. Oh yeah, oh hi guys, first question, this one's in from Jack Fraser. Q for Brandon, will you do a sick piece on Floyd? Sorry, Toy, I don't even know who Floyd is. I think he might be part of Fogarty Avenue, and this is what I got for him. For catch you on the streets, mate. Same with that Les guy from Fogarty Avenue, he's such a toy, oh my god. Fogarty Avenue, you're on notice. Mad piece, guys. We got mad piece. I'm gonna ask $300 for that in my online shop. Alright, so I just lit up for this. Oh, I forgot the questions. Q for Brandon. Would you rather fight 100 action figure size PSOs or one PSO who is 10 times the size and strength of a single PSO? Well, I mean, me and the boys, we always sort of like getting altercations with the PSOs at Cheltenham Station and that shit. But personally, I know I sound like a toy and a complete 12-y, but I'm definitely gonna go with the 100 action figure size PSOs because you could just come and you can kick them. Don't forget, toys, at that scale, your butter knife is literally the size. What are they called? One of those big lance type things, I don't know what they're called, but you know, medieval times with the horses, the people come into the crowd, skewer all the PSO toys with your butter knife. Cool question, mate. Let's move on to the next one. Tack on to that last question. The action figure size ones, their bullets would be really small and ineffective, but if you had the BFG size PSO, their bullets would be like cannonballs, so I'm definitely gonna go with those toy PSO size ones. Just finishing off my mad piece. Check that one out, boys. That's a new one. Use the iron lac for that today. Sweet as. Oh, that's a real nice up. Nice little wild style there. Nice little stripe there. That is a mad piece. Come on, some toy totally went over them. Some seriously talented riders have been in here. It's almost an honor to walk in the same space as they have. Oh, I broke in there. They've already patched it up. They're really on top of this place now. Alright, stop talking. This one's from the auxiliary unit. Q for Brandy. My name's Brandon, mate. Don't it up. I will find you. Have you been caught by Scat Kintini? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Please speak English in the comments. Done with the questions, let's just have a good time.
With the voice.
Yes. Flash these people. Yeah. Got the eyes. George is a gimp. That guy's such a toy. He uses scrap cans and all his pieces. Get slashed. What the f? Some toy completely smashed out my piece. What the? What the? What the? If I finds out who done this. It's important to stay hydrated. Oh, that's strong. Oh yeah, toys, just wearing my Ali Law merch. He's selling the high vis now. You can just go into a Bando's, not even freaking care, just do tagging, whatever. Lovely. Oh yeah. This place is so trash. I don't know if there's anything still left to trash in here. Oh, it's trash in here. Holy. Is there even anything left to tag or trash? What the? Yeah, it's finally. Oh, yeah. Right. Sick bomb. You know, sometimes I like to just tag nice and slow. Wonderful. If you guys come here, that is a handcrafted Brandon's Buros piece. Oh look, whoa, WD. ATN socket, good. This place is so sick, it's like a full-on gallery. Wow, some serious writers have been here. Some of these writers have got so much respect. Had to slash him. Alright, Lani, you filming? Yes, good. Just get me, show me walking. I'm like. Alright, so I'm in the place. Here at lifestyle. Yeah, you'll be here in 20. See, yeah, just walking around, just seeing what's changed. Okay, this room we did the pet. What the f? What the f? Some toy went over him. What the f? Some toy went over him, Matt. Didn't even leave his name. Oh my god, he just wrote he just drew penises all over it. What a f toy. Do you want me to go over it for you? Pink dot, check for it's blocked. It's not blocked. Oh my god, this bag is still here. Well, I mean, it's empty now, but me and the boys who rolled this bag off some bloody curry bloke at Morty Station. We only got 20 bucks out of it. It was still pretty good. Bought some doors and shit. Oh, some cradles. Sweet. Cradles, might keep these. Yes. Okay, we're making a lot of noise so the cops might come. Let's just do a nice silent tag to finish off this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't be an Urbex toy. Make sure to graffiti, trash, location grab, and take things from places that aren't getting demolished anywhere in the near future. My name is Brandon Buros. I'm a FAGBEXER. Let's do a tag. Right. Note, before anyone gets extremely mad about us actually vandalizing, I brought this shelf from home and the sign. When we're done with it, we're gonna bring all the stuff out with us and put it back on the hard rubber sheet. Don't worry, we're not actually FAGBEXing. The spray can is the same one we used earlier in the video. And the tagging pen is made of cardboard, so everyone calm down. I just want to note that I purposely broke it on the brick because I knew I wouldn't break anything if I did it on there. I did a piece on here. We brought this from home, so don't worry. And we're taking it with us. Just a note so we don't get sued. I have no clue about black and white security, so they're probably really good. I just found the sign in the hard rubbish, so donate on me, please. This is just a terrible shot in general.
Fogarty Avenue. So if you do see us in the wild, whether it's on to Explore or sometime else, don't be afraid to say hi.
You can jump over and check out our second channel that we have together. Creator Cast. So I'll look that wherever the hell that goes. Jump on board if you haven't already.
We haven't really...
Yeah, it's just newbie.
Many questions.
Right.
See, that just looks kind of...
Yeah.
What are they called? Like, you know, with the horses, they come like, they got like that big. In fact, I'm stupid, so I don't know what it's called. So that's good for the characters then. I certainly breathed it in. Trying to small.
Did you like that just on the fly? I'm just gonna like manhandle you for it.
Do you want me to go over it for you? Yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, good. Sorry I had to witness that, guys. I know it was a bit of a toy move, but this guy totally went over my mate Schnoft. Dick move. Dick move. Had to slash him. Oh no, liquid came out everywhere. Before you get mad, this is just a rebadged air duster. So what we're spraying on the wall is just alcohol, I'm pretty sure. That's so
Yeah.
Don't worry everyone, it's just a whiteboard marker.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, walking.
Let's see how that works.